Terry Nyangia.
Number 1 Kenya mzima, East Africa, mambo ni hapa, kila kitu ni tamu tamu zaidi.
All these people who keep inquiring about me. This video is public. If you want to inquire anything about my life, what I'm doing, where I am, my status, whether I'm still working or not, whether I ate or not, whether my leg was cut, please, you can ask me in the comment section, you can DM me, you can send me an email. If you have my number, you can call me, you can send me a message. But taking people's daughters and sons who you've seen me mentioning their names online, or whom you've seen me taking photos with or selfies, starting to interview them, asking them about me, my whereabouts, let me live my life.
Mambo ni moto.
I did not apply anywhere to be born in this world. I landed in this world because God and fate wanted me to be in this world. So let me live my life. When you are having a baby in your stomach, a fetus, and preparing yourself with those baby showers people nowadays do, and making those photo shoots of your stomachs, be ready also to take responsibility over this child of yours, and not this child of yours over you. Your child is your child, and you are responsible over your child as long as they are alive. Panga uzazi. Give back to the kids you can take care of. Your child is your child even if they are married. Their burden is their marriage and things that will come out of their marriage, not the other way around. A child can just volunteer to take care of their parents, but not forced. You are responsible for your child until death do you apart. This message is to tell you young people who are about to give birth but have not yet, that please think twice before you open your legs. You're giving birth to responsibility. Never ever blame anybody that has no child, whether it's out of nature or out of choice. Jesus left this world without a child.
Exactly.
Those women at home in Africa who pressurize their daughters abroad to find white people to marry them because you've seen your neighbor's child who is abroad is married to a white. You know, when a Mzungu comes to Africa, maybe they've come with UN mission, or maybe they've come for tourism or whatever. It's very easy to lure them into a relationship than when they're at their homes. In Africa, we are blacks. Blacks are the highest in population. So the white people, when they're among us, they are easy to identify. So they also only feel well when they can blend into us, when they can roll with us, when they can have friends who are black. That is why it's easier for African girls back in Africa to get Mzungu husbands, to get Mzungu boyfriends, to get Mzungu pen pals, to get Mzungu sponsors when they are in Africa than here. Here, it's very difficult. Even if you are somebody who was getting like scholarships in Africa and being invited to Mzungu events and to these NGOs, but when you come abroad, it's a bit difficult. Here, their girls are also here. Their boys are also here. It's their home. Their mothers and fathers are here. You are the foreigner. So for you to find the right one, it's very difficult. Secondly, I live in Germany, so let me speak about Germans. Germans are very shy people. It's the opposite of what we experience in Kenya. In Kenya, when a man loves you, they will make the first move. If it's otherwise now, then I'm talking about them days. Here abroad, it's the lady who makes the first steps. Even the ladies propose. That's why we end up in internet, we end up in gazettes looking for men. But now let me make this thing clear. We don't look for these men because we want them. Love comes with time. It can happen to a certain number of people, maybe a handful, to love at first sight or to love according to their intentions. But most of us, we are forced into these love affairs, into these dating things because of the pressures we get from home. Like now, I've had many girls writing to me that their mothers are not happy that they are dating black men abroad. You find a lady who has been dating a fellow Kenyan in Kenya since they were small. Your primary school darling or high school darling or something. Then you lost contact. And then he went somewhere, maybe abroad or to another African country somewhere to hustle. Then you find yourselves again. And you find yourselves maybe after you have already gone and dated somebody else and your lady has gone and even married. You know, if somebody is not for you, if your love is not for you, if your marriage is not for you, you just know it. You just have some feeling that there is somebody somewhere out there waiting for me. And you will live this life to see this person. You live this life to join up with this person. But only if you work hard for it. But now this is where our parents sometimes come in and block. Somebody notices their high school sweetheart or their primary school sweetheart on Facebook, and they're already maybe in Canada. They've been in Canada, they've been hustling, living with some fat old Canadian woman who is mistreating them, emotionally abusing them just because of pepper. Nobody would want to live in prison to be happy. No way. We decide to take this prison life for the sake of our people back at home. 100 pro. You are abroad, you know life is so hard, but you just can't come home. And then you're being called, like my brothers in the US. Your parents are calling you that you need to come home and marry, or you need to bring a woman because your younger brother is now ready to marry and you've blocked their way. You're still looking for the right woman to marry abroad. You've already found other ways of surviving. You're working, you're going a good job, you've studied, you're trying to do like interstate truck driving just to bring money together so that you get that woman that you want. You wanted to marry somebody else, you had another girlfriend, but through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you've noticed your girl, that dream girl, your rib is on Facebook. She's single, or she's engaged, not yet married, or she just divorced. Your mother or your father or your uncle or your guardian is pressurizing you to bring home a woman from abroad who has studied abroad like you. Or, as also our people at home, they have like friends. When a family sends their child to America, for example, you'll find that the person who connected them to taking their child abroad maybe has a son too. So they'll be expecting that when your daughter gets to America, their son should marry them. Such things. Like somebody has contacts, has ways of going abroad easily, then takes their son abroad, yeah? Then now your friend maybe in the same church, and you say, hey, how did you take your daughter abroad, your son abroad? They said, I can help you too, but my son really loved your daughter. So anyway, she helps your family to get you abroad too, but expecting that you go and coil up with their son or their daughter who is abroad and marry them. Now if you get abroad there, and you don't love that lady or that guy whose family helped you get abroad, then it becomes a pressure on your parents back at home. So when you call home, your mother will be telling you, but then how is Nani's son doing? And him also, how is Nani's daughter doing? Because they're trying to put it together. But you know very well, my sweetheart, I've seen her on Facebook, I want her. Abroad, life is different, It's not like in Kenya, when you marry a fellow Kenyan in Kenya. There's more respect in it, there's more traditions in it. But when you're abroad, life is different, even if you're both Kenyans. It's another culture. There's no way your man will want you to be doing everything for them. They also must cook, things that don't happen back at home in Africa. So when he calls home and he's telling maybe his mother that you are telling him to cook and stuff, then it brings some trouble. Marriages abroad, they're not just like in Africa. So if you see a couple that are married who are both Kenyans or both Africans, and they are married abroad and they've survived it, please give them your respect. If you see those that have divorced or gotten kids and then left on another, please also forgive them and understand them. It's not easy. Marrying a fellow sister, a Kenyan, abroad, it's not easy. As Africans, I don't know, we were bewitched. We give all the respect to white people, yellow people, but not as Africans. Fellow Africans, we fight them, pull them down, we try to break their marriages and their family status, we try to spoil their jobs, we try to kill them, we try to frustrate them, but when a white person comes in, hey, Mzungu feels good among us in Africa. Something that we Africans don't feel over here. A Mzungu can get a job or even a Kenyan passport, even start a business, even buy land like immediately. Anything they want. Here, we are the last people they want to see. When you come to their land, as Africans who are very kind when we are in Africa, we're very kind to them. When we are here, yearly last, black skin or African last name is equals to a beggar. Now, when you go home and you tell your people that you've gotten a Mzungu, hey, they forget about anything to do with you. They tell you, marry him, marry him, marry him. Mzungu. Hey, you try to tell them, I'm not even ready to marry, I'm just telling you because I'm not sure about his background, his family status, what, I'm not sure. I'm not ready to marry. I want to come back to Kenya. No, you tell me, no. There are kids in school who need school fees. Kids that are not yours. If they ever hear that you have refused to marry a rich man, you want to go and marry your high school sweetheart who is still hustling, who is still struggling up, it becomes an issue. That is when you find that people are not talking with their parents. You're wondering why somebody is not in a good relationship with their mother or their father or their sister, but it's because of the pressures that are put on them within their own lives.
Brown chocolates.